My name's Luci, and my face looks like I ran into a wall, which I did. I think I scare children. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. I was definitely very social, hanging out, dating a lot. I was a cheerleader. Everybody thought I was pretty, and, you knew I was there. They were good times. I started to work when I was like 15, so I had money and loved to travel. I was about 34 when I went to Italy. I went with 3 girlfriends. We settled in this little town, and they have this really well-known inlaid wood factory. There was this little jewelry box. I wanted to get it for my mother, then I was like, the hell, that's too much. The next morning when I woke up, I was like, I'm gonna go back and get that. The girls were all sleeping in. I jumped on a motorbike without a helmet, and I turned a corner, and there was a truck, right in my face. And it was right there, so I just cut the wheel, and I hit a cobblestone wall. I passed out, and I woke up, and there was a few people around me, one elderly woman dressed in black, praying over me, and some other person handed me these things that ended up to be my teeth, and they rushed me to the hospital. I remember using the ladies' room, and that's when I saw my face. The only way I can describe it is it looked like a cannonball went through my face. And I was just shocked. I had no idea it was that bad. When I got home, the doctors really didn't do anything. And they were like, it's already started to set, let's just leave it alone. But as time progressed, it started to look worse. Within a year of that, I got pregnant with my daughter, and that's when it really started to change. By the time I gave birth to her, my nose was much different. It was caved down. It started to look wider. I looked like a boxer. I went to a very well-known Boston surgeon. I just felt confident that, if anyone could fix it, he would. And that was probably one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life. And I knew it the first day when I woke up after surgery. I remember feeling like here in my bridge and being like, holy moly, I look like a rhino here. Like, what is this? He's like, no, that will come down. You're swollen. Weeks going by, never went down. But then, I still believe in this guy. So I went back to him a few times. And he was like, you need to let it settle. It's swollen. It continued to get worse. I feel terrible about my nose now. I think it's horrific. I think it's ugly. It's horrifying. My nose has definitely dictated my life. My world is very small, centered around my work, centered around where I live. There's a few places that I go on a regular basis. Same restaurants, same stores, same supermarket. Hi, Harold. How are you today?
Doing well. How are you today,
I'm
Lucy?
Good. My community has become more like family, They're, hi, how are you? And, if I went someplace different, it's like just people staring and watching me as I go by, and it kind of puts me in a bad mood. Not just because of me and what I look like. I guess it's because of my daughter, who's 14, who has autism. Sometimes she can act up in public. So here I am with the monster face, with the screaming child on my arm. It's quite a sight. May your birthday hug! My baby's birthday! I'm just so sick of being stared at all the time. I think having my nose fixed would just make me a happier person. Oh, I would love to travel again. Go anywhere, do everything. It would be like a dream come true.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm here to see Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif.
Fine, and Lucy?
You ready? I'm so lucky to be here. I just can't believe I'm here. My cousin Michelle came with me. She's my rock. I'm really positive. I feel like something's gonna come through finally.
So this young lady, she's 48, and
what's her name?
Her name is Lucy.
Lucy.
So Lucy, involved in an accident, most of the trauma to her face,
Okay.
multiple nasal reconstructions, and apparently she needs us to help her with her nose. Let's take a look at some photos.
Okay.
No nose.
Wow, that's dramatic. So she must have suffered facial
boy.
fractures.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I don't even know if this can be fixed.
Good afternoon, doctors. Here's Lucy and her friend Michelle.
Hi.
Lucy.
Lucy, how are you?
Nice to
Dr.
meet you.
Nassif, nice to meet you.
Jerry Dubrow, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
I'm trying not to get overly excited, but this is the moment I've been waiting for. I was in a motorcycle accident in Italy 15 years ago. I had no helmet on. Got cut off, went over the handlebars and hit a cobblestone wall. I was cut from here down, and this was completely severed in two. So about a week later, I fly home, and I go to my doctor, and they seem to think everything was basically set. So just gonna leave it alone. They took the stitches out. As time went by, it started to cave down here. And you can see it getting worse through the years.
It sounds like you had an undiagnosed facial fracture that wasn't set, because a mid-face fracture although will look okay in the beginning, will start to cave in over the years. So you had no brain trauma.
Did they check you for brain trauma?
It was a machine that I was strapped into, but I was standing up, and the machine went around me.
That's for your jaw.
That's what they did.
Was there anything at all in regards to any infections of these pieces of cartilage or bone up there?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so nothing ever where nose got red or drainage came out of your nose?
Sometimes when I bend over, clear liquid comes out.
Oh, really? Do you still have that leakage now?
I had it today.
When we hear clear fluid leaking, we think of something called CSF, cerebral spinal fluid leaking out of her nose. Basically, that's fluid from her brain. Is it just like clear liquid that comes
Clear
out?
liquid, it looks like water come out of my nose. There's no warning, and it comes out, shoots out, just falls out.
We have to make sure that Luci is not draining fluid from her brain out through her nose.
Sometimes when I bend over, clear liquid comes out.
Oh, really? Do you still have that leakage now?
Yes.
How does this affect your life?
I don't even go out.
Really?
No. I'm a single mother of an autistic child. You know, of course, I do anything I can with her, but I definitely feel like I'm being selfish, that I could be doing more with her, and I hold back. It's just not right. It's just not right. I should be taking her and giving her every opportunity that's available to her. So this really means a lot to me. So if you guys can work your magic, I really appreciate it.
Luci's gone through a lot. She's desperate, and I understand. I want to really try to help her.
The columella is very tight and retracted.
The good news is you have a little bit of mobility around your tip, and you don't have much here at all. Just because of all the trauma you've had and the pain you're having, we want to get a CT scan to examine everything in the area. You know, with this type of extensive trauma and with this history of a possible leak, the first test I want to do is a CT scan. I don't do this on every patient, but in Luci's situation, I need to. If everything goes the way we want it to, and this is a very difficult surgery, but we're going to be able to reconstruct your nose, make it look a lot more normal. Try it. Okay?
Yes, definitely. Let's do it now.
So we're going to do it? You like this idea?
What are you doing this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm free.
We have a couple hours.
Let's just do this.
I want to take on this challenge because she's not living her life to her fullest extent. She's staying home. She's not going out with her autistic daughter. Even if I give Luci a little bit of improvement, I'll be happy. Well, it was nice meeting you both of you.
Thank you.
You've given me hope so far. I really appreciate it, guys.
Pleasure.
I wanted to jump on him right then. I was just like, rah! This is just over the top, and I'm like the luckiest person alive.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you later on.
I know, I can't believe it.
All right, let's read the CT scan here. I received the results of Luci's CT scan and her CT angiogram, and I wanted to share these results with Terry. So let's take a look. This is, again, her ethmoids. The bone in front of the brain is intact, so there's no leak there.
Look at that, right there. Right there.
1, 2, this one's a little smaller. Look at the aneurysm right there. Whoa. The CT scan that we ordered shows 2 brain aneurysms. That was a complete surprise. Absolutely did not expect that. Thank God we found these.
How big is that?
Those are about 6-7 millimeters from what I was told.
This thing could rupture any second.
When you have an aneurysm, the lining of the blood vessel becomes very thin. And then with chronic wear and tear, basically, which is the blood going through it, the blood vessel, the blood wall becomes very thin. It starts expanding. Eventually, it just pops. If it pops, you die instantaneously. Well,
If you would have put her under anesthesia
You never know.
and the blood pressure went up
Boom.
during a stressful part of the
that
surgery,
can kill her right in the middle of
boom,
surgery.
dead on the spot.
It's unfortunate that I can no longer operate on Luci's nose, but the good news is that we're going to get her to the right doctors and hopefully get this treated. And you know, she has that little daughter who has autism.
Oh.
Just think, she would have left her.
This would have orphaned her daughter.
Yeah, this would have. Luci having aneurysms hits home for me because my mom had revision heart surgery. I don't really know what happened in the operating room, but basically it didn't really go well. She lost a lot of blood. Ended up being in the hospital for 30 to 45 days, got horrible infections. Then right when she was getting better, got a horrible infection and died. So you have to be careful. You know, you never know. I mean, that still devastates me. I still think about my mom every day. What could we have done different before she had that surgery? I'm still upset. Still upset at the doctor. Still upset at everything.
Had she not had the clear fluid complaint,
I would not have gotten this.
You never would have gotten
No.
this.
Bottom line is we saved Lucy. That's the best part about all this. It's going to be a hard call, but in a way,
It's a great call.
it's not a terminal call. It's a call saying, you have something, but
Right.
we've saved your life.
Hello?
Lucy?
Yes?
Hi, it's Dr. Nassif. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Dr. Nassif?
Not that bad. And I hope you're well, and I know you had your CT scan.
I did.
In your CT scan, the CT angio, there showed a little bit of some abnormalities of two of the blood vessels that has a little fullness called an aneurysm. Have you ever heard of an aneurysm before?
I have, yes. Is this life-threatening, you think? Like,
It can be, Lucy.
Whoa. This is like life or death here. You know, I thought my nose was the worst thing in the world. But as far as I know, a nose hasn't killed anybody before. Brain aneurysms do. Every day.
The good news is we caught these a little bit earlier, when they're still kind of small, thank God.
what about my nose?
You know, now taking care of your face and your nose is not an option. So we're not going to even address that now. Let's just address taking care of these aneurysms. That's what our priority is right now.
Okay.
Just completely devastated. I was just walking on air thinking that I was going to be fixed somewhat and telling the world I was going to be fixed. And now it's not going to happen. Devastated.
I hate giving news that's bad, but in a way, this is the best kind of news I can give. It's bad news that you have it, but great news that we caught it. I'm going to connect you up with someone at Harvard that's one of the best in this field for taking care of these malformations of blood vessels in the brain. There are two ways to treat a brain aneurysm. Either you cut open the skull, find the aneurysm and clip it, or you go up through a vessel in the leg and stent them. Either way, it's brain surgery. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Thank you so much.
Let's now touch base in a few days, okay?
Okay.
Lucy has had her heart set on fixing her nose. That's why this is tragic. We need to move past this. We need to get her fixed. And then, God willing, if her doctor lets her, we can go back and fix her nose in the future.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, Lucy.
Bye, doctor.
After I met Dr. Nassif, I felt so positive. I was just like, this is it. This is going to happen. This is my break. So when he called me on the phone and telling me that he couldn't perform my nose surgery because of my brain aneurysms, I was horrified. I was afraid of my life, and then I knew I would still look like this at the same time. Can't get much worse than that. But, you know, I also know that I've been given a new lease on life, a new opportunity to live my life. I'm definitely scared, but I am a mother. I cannot die. My daughter needs me. So now, yes, I've got to do this. I've got to go in for brain surgery, and hopefully all will go well.
Are you ready?
How could I be ready for brain surgery? I'm just so fortunate that I even went to be examined, you know, to begin the process of fixing my nose. Not only I wouldn't have had a nose, I wouldn't have had a life. So it kind of puts your priorities in place when you have a scare like that. You know, I still wanted a nose, but, you know, I didn't want to give up on my life, you know. I had a lot more life to live. But maybe, you know, if the brain surgeries go well, that maybe he'll go forward and give me the nose surgery. Ready to work for my first surgery. My second surgery will be on New Year's next week. So hopefully I'll start the new year off.
Aneurysm free.
Aneurysm free.